For those who are new with FlipGrid, you'll want to just go to flipgrid.com, go ahead and log in. If you haven't done it before, sign up. It's free. And they have what are called grids, and I would really recommend either setting up a grid for every individual class or subject area, depending on how you want to organize it. If you think of grids more as like a file, and then there are sub-files in there. So, for example, I have my Mars Patel one for my EL classes. That's a file. Within that are different topics, and those are all different assignments where they get to go in and do the actual assignment. So if you kind of think of them as subtopics, it'll be a little bit easier to organize those. And then you can add a new topic if you want to add a new assignment, and you go ahead and add in whatever that is. You choose what amount of time. The max time is 10 minutes, but really that's a long time. And the kids do get to see this, so it kind of sets a precedence for your expectation and length. I would really suggest not going beyond 5 because it can kind of freak them out a little bit. Your prompt can be any of the questions that you have there. You can also record a video. I tend to do that if I want to give oral instructions or if I want to give an example. If I want to use an image, like maybe a picture of an anchor chart or a rubric, I can add that image in here as well. There's always different options of how you can use it. And then you want to go ahead and, you can also do more options. So this is important because it has a couple of things here. It has the option for you to moderate this. So you have to go in and actually activate them. So if you've got kiddos or class period particularly that you want to really kind of hone in on that, you can do that. If you want the students to be able to reply to each other, you can allow it or disallow it. You can make the status be active, meaning they can do stuff right now. You can set it up for ahead of time so you can go ahead and freeze it for now so they can see it, but they can't do any of it. Or you can completely hide it. So you can really get ahead of the game and the curve here of your classes if you're planning. You can also go ahead and do your launch and freeze date. So that's nice if you have a deadline point that you want for there. You can do selfies and videos, selfies only, videos only, whichever you choose. They can do editing, they can attach links, titles, view counts, sticky notes, all these different things. I tend to take a lot of these off just because they tend to spend more time playing with these items than actually just getting the job done. And you can also do a couple of things, including custom feedback. So if you want to create a rubric here, you can do that, or you can just do the basic as well. And then go ahead and create your topic. Apparently I need a prompt. And create my topic. And then you can share it for a couple of different ways. You kind of share it by copying the link. You can go ahead and plug it directly into Google Classroom as well. I tend to use the link particularly because it will take kids right there. And I'll just link into something we're working on. And then it's right there. At the end, once you actually have stuff in there, so if I went to we went to this one here. You can see that I have a prompt here. I left a tip for them. I put a picture, which was what we were working on. And the kids are able to leave a picture. Sometimes they don't want their picture, or they're actually on the list where they're not allowed to have their picture. And so they'll see pictures of their shirts here. If you have kids on the list where they're not allowed to have their picture used, then you may want to be able to leave the filter option on so they can pixelate their faces and still do the assignment. But you can go through and see all of these. You can activate them. You can share them yourself if you want, different ways. Hide response, add mixed. There's tons of different options and things that you can do with it. If I wanted to go in and view it, and do that, I can score it with my rubric. I can leave a comment, like I've already left a comment, and I can copy the feedback link to send back to him. I can email the feedback to him. There's lots of different options. So just playing with it will help a lot, but I think the bigger option is making sure that you're understanding how things are organized, and the options you have for controlling some of the behaviors you know you're going to have. One other cool option is if you want to do a video feedback, you can do that as well. So you can just push the button, give a comment, and do that as well. Sometimes it's nice to have that option on there because students will be able to see you and see your face, and that helps a little bit more some communication as well. Hope that helps. Let me know if you've got any other issues that you're having with this FlipGrid stuff. I think once you kind of just dive into it, it'll get a little bit easier.